So before we go into actually monetizing our account and the best strategies for you to do this with, like starting today, you can start making money today with this new Instagram account that you've built up. You need to understand that Instagram is all about building relationships. You need to be building long-term relationships with your audience, and that'll allow you to build a long-term sustainable business from your Instagram account. Now, I've made this mistake where I have basically abused an Instagram account that I built up, and it really just ended up killing it. And it was cool while it lasted. I made quite a bit of money over a short period of time, but I would much rather still have an Instagram account that's building over the long term, that is making me money still today. And that's why we restarted with this Freedom Formula account, because it goes hand in hand with our brand and we can build a long-term relationship with it. So you need to also understand that failure to build this relationship will just be turned into a short-term cash grab, because right here, our content and our profile is where we're pushing the sales through. So we need to make sure that we are not only having really high quality content and really high quality profile, but we need to be having high quality sales call to actions and only promoting our own products and offering really good customer service and offering really amazing products when we do offer them. And that's what's going to keep people loving us and our growth continuing, extending throughout time forever. And a good way to do this is not to be too pushy. And this is where I say having a good balance of content and types of content is really, really key. So remember, we were talking about the different types of content. You have engagement and reach, which is shareable and educational things around your niche. Then you have trust and affinity. So this is more educational stuff and some behind the scenes things and some personal things that you really just, and testimonials and things like that. You're really pushing a relationship, a strong, trusting affinity with these people. And then the 10% of that is when you can leverage that into actual sales. So this is what we call the trust line. So we need people to love our love our content, and then we can interact or DM the customer. Now, interacting with, it could be just liking their stuff, or they could like your stuff, replying to their comments, just having some form of personal interaction. Or the next level up is to actually DM the person, especially if you know they're interested in your topics. You can do customer service, all sorts of support in the DMs. Now that they've built this trust, you can let them drop down to your website or your shop, and then you can let them drop down once again to buy your product. But you have to remember that that trust really needs to be built first. Otherwise, it's not going to actually work, and it's going to hurt your affinity, hurt your account, hurt your engagement, and really just kill your Instagram account. So remember, build relationships is number one, and we're going to go through a few shorter term monetization strategies just because I know that I want to discuss them with you, but I don't necessarily recommend doing things like shout outs or doing things that are very short term, but instead I do recommend creating your own products, creating your own info products or physical products or private label products or really high quality affiliate products. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that in the upcoming lectures, and then making sure you go through these three phases. So you reach a targeted and relevant audience, then you build trust and affinity with them, then you convert them to sales, and that's how you get the best results. And this is a really good example of that. So same account, both got 1,000 followers. You don't need more than that to start making sales. On the left, you entertain, you inspire, you have testimonials, you educate them, and then you sell them. You're going to have increased affinity with everybody who's watching your stuff, plus about 50 sales, a 5% ratio of sales. And you're going to make, say those sales are $99 each, you're going to make $5,000. And it's really that simple if you follow the formula. However, if you sell, never entertain or inspire or offer testimonials or educate or don't even have a good product, you're going to get a few sales, but you're hurting your affinity, meaning that over the long term, your account is on the decline. So to get actually what these mean in specifics, what does it mean to entertain? It means that you put out a piece of content that is niche relevant to you, like we went through in the content lecture, And maybe somebody will like it and then they'll comment on it because, yeah, that was really entertaining. They liked it and they commented on it. Then you inspire them. So they like your second thing and you can DM them and you can say, hey, thanks for the DM. Thanks for the like on this post. We really enjoy that you're following us. Or in the post, you can have a DM call to action, meaning DM us if you want this lifestyle, which is the lifestyle that they've inspired. And you can start a one-on-one conversation with them. When you have that one-on-one conversation, your affinity goes through the roof. Then you may have a testimonial on the next post, maybe a story post, and they like that. Okay, they can't like a story post, but maybe they watched that all the way through and they really enjoyed it. Or it could be an IGTV post testimonial that they watch all the way through. You then educate them one more time, making sure they know whatever it is that you're selling and how it's going to help them. Remember, value, value, value. And then, hey, all this stuff that you've liked and interacted with me from, this is where you get it, and it's $997. And then they'll go and they'll actually buy it because they trust you and you built that relationship up. And not only do you need a good, high-quality product that they're going to love, that means they're going to come back to their Instagram and tell you how much they love your product and tell other people how much they love your product. And therefore, these sales are going to snowball out of control. This is the benefit of having high-quality content and building high-quality, long-term relationships with your audience.